Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Reading Time with Mrs. Anaya. Repeat after me. Say, I will be able to read about how life at home is different today than it was long ago. Now, I am going to be reading this story called Life at Home. I can see by looking at this picture that I see a little girl, and it looks like she's peeling some apples. And it looks like she's at home. I can see someone in the background. Maybe it's her mom, maybe cooking something on the stove because I could see fire right here. And although I can see she's at home, her house looks very different than the way houses look now. And I can see that her clothes look very different from what little girls are wearing now. I bet if you're a girl, you probably don't have this type of dress, right? And your home probably doesn't look like hers. So, like I said, boys and girls, we are going to be reading about how life long ago and how life today is different. But there are going to be some similarities, which means things are still alike from life long ago and life now. So, as I read this story, I want you to think, how was life long ago different than it is today? But also, how is it alike? How is it the same still? Let's get started. Has home life changed a lot since long ago? Yes, it has. A long time ago, homes had just one room. People ate and slept in that same room. Today, homes can have many rooms. Long ago, many families cooked, worked, and slept in one room. Today, families live in large homes that have lots of space. So if you see this little picture, again, this is from long ago. You can tell by the way they're dressed and how they're all in one room doing different things. Again, like they said, homes long ago only had one room and everything was done in there. They cooked, they sewed, they did their work, they played, maybe they read in that room, and maybe some were asleep in this very room, all at the same time. But homes now have many different rooms to do many different things in, like our kitchen, we use to cook. Bedrooms are used to go to sleep in, and we use our family rooms or living rooms to play games and watch TV shows with our family all together. How did people cook and bake long ago? At home, a home had a brick fireplace with a pole. A huge pot hung on this pole. People cooked in this big pot. Look at that big pot, boys and girls. I wonder what she's making. Now we use a stove to cook and bake things. We still use pots, but these pots are not as big as that old pot. So look at our pots now, look at the pots long ago. Very different in size. Long ago, there was an oven at the side of the fireplace. Bread was baked here. So maybe they had an oven right here on the side. Today, stoves can use gas or electricity. So now this looks like the stoves we might have at our houses. And when moms or dads cook, they just switch on a little button here and you kind of hear a tick, 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 and then the fire starts. That's gas. And long ago, they didn't have that little button to press and go tick, 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 and the gas would light the fire. You had to chop down your wood, somebody had to start the fire, then you had to hang this big pot to cook. So it was a lot more work than it is now. Back then, kids helped out a lot. A boy helped his dad plant crops. Crops are plants that we use to eat, that we eat. For example, like lettuce, tomatoes, every type of plant or produce is grown. A girl helped her mom inside the home. She made socks and caps. It takes a long time to make those things. Now we shop for things such as socks and caps. We shop for these things to eat as well. But kids still help out at home. A spinning wheel was used to spin wool into yarn. Today, people buy most of the things they need and want. So long ago, like I said, boys would help their dads plant things to eat, and girls would help their moms. First, they had to make yarn. Then, after the yarn was made, they could sew things together like socks and caps and shirts. But now, we can just go to the store for our socks, for our shirts, for whatever we need. We go to the store and we buy it. But we do know that kids still help out their parents, whether it was long ago or now. Back then, people got hot water from a well. Then they filled up a big tub and washed things. Now people can wash things in a sink. We can wash dishes in a dishwasher too. Life is not as hard today as it was long ago. In the past, people washed dishes in a tub made of wood. Today, it's easy to wash dishes in a sink or dishwasher. So like they said long ago, boys and girls, you had to go outside, lower the pail into the well, which is a well is where water is stored deep below the ground, and you had to bring your bucket up filled with water, lug your pail of water over, and put your water in this wood tub. And then from there, you either had to wash the dishes or the clothes. Now, boys and girls, now we just turn on the faucet and wash our dishes in the sink. And sometimes it's even easier than that. We just stick our dishes in the dishwasher, right? And we just wash them. So life is definitely different from long ago than it is now, but some things are still the same. So, boys and girls, here's what I need you to do. I need you to go and get your Wonders book. Okay, your Wonders book looks like this. It's the little red squirrel book. It says Your Turn Practice Book. I need you to go and get this. So if you need to pause this video and go and get that, please go do so, and make sure you bring a pencil with you and then hit play. So once you have your practice book page, I need you to open it up and find page 134. 134. Let me make that number a little bit bigger. 134. If you need help from mom or dad to find this page, go and take this book to them and ask them to open up to page 134. Again, pause the video and hit play once you have it. So you should now have this page opened up, 134, and you need to have your pencil with you, okay? So we are going to be filling out this graphic organizer. This graphic organizer is called a Venn diagram. In a Venn diagram, we are able to write down how things are different, okay, how things are different, but also how things are the same, okay? So we're going to write how things are different, but how they are still the same, okay? Now, before we get started, I want to label our little Venn diagram. On top of different, I want you to put long ago. So in this section, we are just going to talk about life long ago or write things about long ago. In this section, you are going to write now. So how life is now. And we're just going to write it in this section. Now, in this middle area, we are going to write how long ago and how life now are the same, how they are alike. So we are going to write both. So how they are both alike. Okay? So pause this video and label these at the top. Hit play when you're ready to fill this in with me. So now I am going to go to the first page of our story. As you can see here, it's about how long ago families had one room in their house, only one room, boys and girls. So just look at the room you're in right now. Just imagine your whole family being in there. Maybe dad's cutting things or with his saw. Maybe mom is cooking in the corner. Maybe your brothers and sisters are playing on the floor. Maybe your grandma and grandpa are taking a nap, all in the same room. And you're in the other corner doing your work. It might be pretty hard to get your work done because all of you are in the same room and you're trying to concentrate. But again, you only have one room and everything is done in that one room. So what we're going to do here is under life long ago, we are going to put people had one room. So we're going to write people had one room. Okay. So go ahead and pause this and write this down. People only had one room in their house. Again, pause it if you need to. Now let's look about how life is now. If I come over to this picture, I can see that families have large homes and we have many different rooms for many different reasons. We have our kitchens to cook, our family rooms, or living rooms to hang out in and watch TV, play games. We have our bedrooms to go to sleep in, and we have our bedrooms even to do our homework in, so we get some privacy and it's not loud. We even have laundry rooms that we wash our clothes in, right? So we have many different rooms to do many different things. So we're going to come over here and we are going to put people, because this is in the now section, life now. People have many rooms. Again, if you need a pause to write this down, go ahead and pause this. Okay, boys and girls. So long ago, people had one room to do everything in. Now we have many different rooms to do many different things in. And each room is for something else. Now, how is life long ago and how is life now the same? How are these two things, these two different lifetimes, how are they the same? So what I see is in both pictures, I can see that families are still getting together to hang out. I mean, this one, they didn't have a choice. They had to be in the same room. But over here, they could all be in different rooms, but they pick a time to come together as a family and hang out together. So one thing that hasn't changed is families still spend time together. So we're going to put that both of them are alike because people or families still spend time together. People still spend time together. Okay, so again, if you need to pause this and write people still spend time together under the alike section, please do that. Try not to write so big because tomorrow we are going to write down here. Okay, boys and girls? You guys did a fantastic job. Again, if you still need to write this down, please go ahead and pause it and finish writing down. But again, you guys did a fantastic job listening to the story and filling in some of our Venn diagram. We will continue this tomorrow, so do not lose this paper. maybe a good idea would be to close your practice book. If you ripped it out like I did, just put it back inside your practice book. Okay, boys and girls, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.